Hey everyone, welcome back to Jaraci Cup 16. This is Group C here between AreKh and Ap3x. And we have our info.txt, if I can actually open it. Ah, there we go. So it looks like it's Ap3x's pick for Galzian territories, and AreKh is going to grab Kartoba. It doesn't say the factions, but I would be surprised if AreKh is not Soban here, because... What? He's playing Coalition. Okay, something's wrong here. Some kind of glitch in the Matrix. Hey, it's Galzian, finally! Yeah, I don't know. Nobody's played Galzian yet this tournament. It's my favorite faction. I like these colors, by the way. It's very minty. Anyway, GVC, pretty fun. This is kind of the classic matchup in DOK, isn't it? Although you don't see it that often. It's gonna be LAV Fab first here for AreKh. This is what he typically does. He'll send like 5 or 6 LAVs out, and then he'll go up on a 2-base. Yeah, I wonder what build AreKh will do. He's a very linear player in that sense, but he's good at what he does, so... Ap3x will have his work cut out for him here. Looks like he's gonna go ref mode, probably. But I think he has too many salvagers already. You usually don't want to do this with more than 6. And it's actually gonna be a Sandskimmer fan? He's not sure. He's thinking about it. Okay, there we go. It is gonna be ref mode. Oh my gosh, you do. Ooh. Oh, wait, sorry. I thought you were saying you got more than 7. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's very much how AreKh plays. It's like, look, you know it's coming, but what are you gonna do about it? It's just, I think it's funny, because his opener is not very, His opener is actually not very, like... What is even the word I'm looking for here? Not very streamlined, right? Because he goes with the LAVs first, which you can do to try to pressure, but I think it slows down what his plan is going to be in the mid-game. But, you know, it's typically worked for him, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? In fact, in this case, it looks like he's only gone for 3 LAVs, and then he'll go into the SC. This is not a Phoenix SC, don't worry about it. This is a build, but I just don't think it's necessarily the best one. Ref boat's gonna finish for Ap3x here. He does have Sandskimmer Fab, he's gonna start building them now. But one reason I really like to limit myself to 6 salvagers when I'm doing the ref mode build is that I can get Sandskimmers without having to tech fleet cap 45, and that makes a big difference, I find. I can get the Sandskimmer tech started a little bit earlier, I can get the vision on what my opponent is doing. Yeah, I mean, that's probably what he's thinking when he does that, but like, see, in this case, he's not really going to be able to pressure with the 3 LAVs, and so it probably would have been better for him to just use a probe instead, which is cheaper anyway, and go for the SC first. But it's AAVs, what a surprise. I didn't think he would build AAVs this game. Yeah, he always does the same thing. Yeah, but it is kind of funny to see him playing Coalition, I have to say, because normally, you know, he's always playing Soban. In fact, I think he has Soban colors on right now, which is pretty funny. A little bit of trading here, by the way, but actually AreKh is coming out even there. So that's fine for him. Yeah, that's definitely Soban colors. Bring the red, you know what I'm saying? Oh, the main one is in the shop. Yeah, turrets are always nice, eh? It's good for AreKh, it's gonna let him extract as much as he likes here, theoretically, right? Little flank of the skims, by the way, but I don't think this would do anything on a good day. Just 2 of them against the SC. Even so, this AV is here to stop her. Yeah, you can tell exactly what he wants. Oh, just trying to scout, I see. But it's AreKh, you know what he's gonna do. No need to scout. Couple more skims here, die to the lack of object permanence. It's unfortunate. Happens to the best of us. I mean, he's right. It's a good habit to scout. Don't listen to what I'm saying. I'm just trolling. And AreKh getting his third base set up here as well. He's actually slightly behind his opponent there, but it probably shouldn't matter. I think that he's still got a pretty good lead here, because these skims keep dying to the turret. If you check the units lost tab, I mean, it tells you everything you need to know, right? And, I don't know what Apex tech is. I guess he's got Railgun Fab here. But yeah, he's got to replace his army. He's got, like, nothing on the field right now. A couple of heavy railguns should be enough to blunt the AVs, but you do have to be a little careful with how you play it. You also need to actually build some as well, which is kind of making me worried. Okay, here's one coming out now. And you can worry about this turret later, right? It's gonna be a long time before he wins by extraction, so you just kind of need to stabilize first and stop losing these skims. Actually, I'm getting really nervous now, because these AVs are pretty close to home already. Railgun tech is on the way, also, and Armor 2 is teching for the AVs. Okay, there's the railgun finally. Uh-oh, but the skims get caught out in the middle here. And the skims are very important in this fight, make no mistake, because they give the vision for the railgun. Oh, no, 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 no! You can't be moving towards them either! Ah! Oh, no. Okay, it looks like he's alive for now, but this could get pretty dicey pretty fast. I think the carrier needs to be pulled over here. And, also this railgun needs to be staying away. Wait, what? They got stuck in the cliff? Oh my gosh! I've never seen that happen before. That happens on Tight End Passage sometime. Wait, these two just got out. What the heck? Well, that's good to know about. Also, why is the tack so weird around this cliff? Anyway. I guess this is like a campaign map, right? It's that one mission where you have to get Rachel into here or something. He's hiding until the AVs are gone. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, at this point you're just hoping your opponent will go air and kill this thing for you eventually. Well, this attack actually got cleaned up. I thought that AreKh was about to win, like, right there, but... Ap3x is okay for now, but here comes stage 3 of AreKh's plan, right? Which is the armor and railgun spam with armor 3 finishing, and Mag XL is already done, and the carrier is here. Not to mention, because he got so much carrier power from the artifacts, you know. The only time I played AreKh in bracket, he almost beat me. We went 2-3, so... He's good at what he does, you know? I mean, he does the same thing every game, but he's pretty darn good at it. It's kind of fun to see him playing Coalition as well, because I think it makes his carrier a little bit stronger, but obviously the railguns are less strong, which I think is why he normally plays Soban. Made good use of that turret as well. Yeah, and this is just kind of how it goes. He just sort of marches in and it's hard to stop him. I mean, I'm not even saying anything in the cast. It's just because, yeah, like Cookie's saying, it looks very familiar at this point. Yeah, PC is dead. Not my PC, thankfully. And yeah, it looks like Apex, he knows what's happening here. He's gonna just GTO. So you might ask, what the heck do you do about this? Well, you need to first off not lose 10 sand skimmers to a turret. That was very unfortunate. The key is to keep pressure on the map, right? And don't just let him advance to his win con without stopping him. So, you know, if you're fighting like here, the AVs are not just gonna push through your rails like that. But if you're fighting back here, now it starts getting really dire, right? Well, we'll see if Apex can have any better luck in the next game. is going to be on Kartoba. Oh gosh, Kartoba. I'm sure AreKh picked this, right? Because, you know, it's another railgun map, right? Yeah, AreKh picked Kartoba. It's playing Coalition again, so no faction swaps here. One thing I like to do to try to beat AreKh is to take the fight to him. Go for like a railgun rush or something like that. It's very strong on this map. But we'll see what ends up happening here. I'm raging at Houston, telling him to play your games. I think he's afraid. Although, why wouldn't he be, to be fair? It's LEV Fab from AreKh again, no surprises there. Keeps the base runner. And we have another retire from Apex. Yes, Houston says he can play the games. Good, good. That's probably what we'll do after this then. It's kind of interesting, he's like stepping on his salvagers here. Can they drop like this? I think they have to move out to the side now. Yeah, it's a little bit inefficient. That kind of stuff adds up, you know, but it's not the biggest problem in the world. But yeah, it looks like Apex is taking my advice in the past. He's actually going to bring the fight over to AreKh here, so he's... What, they like being stepped on by carriers? Is that like a... I'm not even going to say it. Anyway, he's going to bring the fight over to AreKh, so he's driving up here with the PC. And you can see he's got 2 on RUs, right? So it's probably going to be railgun tech. We'll see what he goes for. Just more skims for now. And I agree with that. I think if you get railgun tech too early, you'll be unhappy with it. This probe here going to take some fire, but it doesn't quite die. That's very nice for AreKh. And this skim here is definitely kind of in no man's land. He's going to fall, but if you jump on them right now, you should be able to like kill off this one at least. You can take some good trades because it's still 4-3. LAV armor teching right away. I don't agree with that. I think you want to be getting the carry production upgrade. But you can see AreKh, now that he's being attacked, he can't just go with his normal game plan here. So I think this is what you want to do against AreKh and sort of force him to respond to you first. And I saw railgun tech start there. Good. I mean, wait a minute. Not good. Because actually what he needs is a second PC, doesn't he? So actually I would take these 2 guys off and move them over here and try and get my second PC out. But at least he hasn't gone for any ups yet, which is correct. Yeah, assault rails can be helpful here. But I think that you'll get overrun by LAVs if your opponent is playing right, which to be fair, AreKh is not. He needs to be getting the carry production upgrade, not any of this crap, but... There's nondescript voices outside. I hear the voices. Okay, armor 2 is done though, for what it's worth. So these LAVs are very strong, but there's just not that many of them. And obviously Artifact is on the way to the extraction zone here as well. I thought for a moment that was the wrong zone, like he had gone over there instead. But... And he's taking Assault Pack. Dang, I mean, he really wants the LAV upgrades. It's insane. But, like, with this Assault Railgun out here, I think these LAVs are just going to have to make themselves scarce. Because the Assault Railgun will answer them very, very well. Unless there's so many of them that they can ignore the skims, right? Yeah, this is interesting, but I don't know. We'll see what happens next. It's going to be an SC from AreKh. Let's go up on the 2 base. And this is actually the correct way to do it with the Assault Railgun in the front there. Like, you want your skims to jump in if the LAVs dive on you. So, you need to keep these guys up in the front where they can get shots off. A little bit of shuffling here from Apex's side. I mean, I guess maybe he doesn't realize that he wins this fight. Also, he has 2 PC now, oh my gosh. Yeah, so you should definitely win this fight. At some point, you can even just send a few guys over to stop this base runner. You need to be pushing now. You can't be kind of scintillating back and forth here, because this is actually a scenario where you win, but only for a moment. You gotta stay up there. God, he keeps backing away. It's not good. If the LAVs try to dive on you, then you can just kill them all, right? Yeah, but you would know, because if he had been spamming LAVs the whole time, he would have like twice as many, and then you would have died, but... Yeah, you gotta stay engaged with your opponent here. Railgun tech is done as well? Uh-oh. Okay, but this is a fight that you can win, so you gotta take it now. Yeah, good, good. Okay, he's trying to dive on the ARs, so now the skims do their work. But I think you just let him dive a little bit too easy. But still, it was actually not a terrible trade for Apex. The unit's lost stat says that it was, but... AreKh still does not have carry production upgrade. This is insane, man. I don't know why he hasn't gotten that yet. Okay, there we go. He's getting the carry production upgrade finally. But once a railgun comes out, things change entirely, because now the coalition player actually has the advantage at range, right? Because this railgun can just pick off the assault rails eventually, and then, you know, the rest is history. Yeah, this isn't really good. Yes, you're exactly right, Cookies. You're exactly right. Okay, LAVs are trying to make the dive. This is good for Apex nominally, but I think he's just gonna win it because he has too many guys. But focus fire is also really bad from these skins. You need to be targeting one guy at the same time. Oh yeah, actually, it looks like Apex is gonna win this fight anyway. Yeah, so the way that these fights tend to go is that if the coalition player dives on the assault railguns, then the skims jump in and they get into the mix and you kill all of the LAVs, right? That's how it should go anyway. And so you need to be a lot more brave with the ARs and just keep poking the LAVs down, right? Because you have the range advantage on them. Wow, look at this queue. Like, again, you could cancel 6 of them and get carry production upgrade, and then you'd be able to make 3 at a time. This is pretty bad macro from AreKh, actually. But... oh well, things happen, eh? Yeah, it's definitely different. A man after my own heart. That's the 3rd artifact, by the way, so this carrier's starting to get pretty powered up as well. Now, I don't think he wins this fight, because these LAVs are full up also. Yeah, it looks like he's being overrun now. This is where it starts getting pretty dicey. AreKh is actually focusing the railguns, which is a mistake, but he's gonna get it anyway. Again, the focus fire from both sides is pretty bad here. And yeah, Apex. He knows he's in the meat grinder, it's just gonna GG out. There you go, AreKh is gonna win the series 2-0. Well, there it is, eh? Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.